What's up, Magical Misfits? Drew here. And how many channel updates have we had in the past year or so? I don't even know. I don't know. Well, here we are again. I'm just going to get into it. Basically, I am taking a break. I am taking a break from YouTube and all social media. I will not be posting anything on any social media platform moving forward until further notice. Truth be told, I don't know what that looks like. I would be shocked if I posted anything in the next 6 months. I can say that, but beyond that, I really don't know what's going to happen. So there's not one reason for this. It's not like my world is crumbling or something. There are multiple reasons. I think part of it is definitely burnout in different areas. I have been feeling discombobulated, spread thin, and confused when it comes to my own content. A lot of you who have watched will know that I've struggled with what to put on here. If you've been watching me, you will also know I have been doing tons of trauma work this year, and I hit a wall with that, I think in April, and went through burnout and kind of shifted into something else. I'm not currently doing trauma work, but there's just been kind of a lot happening. Not to mention my physical health. I am currently severely iron deficient. I have been for a while. My doctor and I are working on it, and I am on iron supplements, and I have made some dietary changes, and this is not the first time that this has happened, and I got a long way to go before I'm normal. There's different numbers you can look at. The number we're looking at specifically should be around 50. Mine was at 3. But now it's up to 17. At least it was at my 3-month checkup. I will go back in November for a 6th month checkup, and hopefully it'll be a lot better by then. But any of you who have ever had issues with iron will know that it can make life really difficult. My doctor was actually really surprised that I cope as well as I do with it. He thought I should be much worse than I am, but I have good days and bad days, and I'd say most days are in between the two, but I have a lot of days where, most days it's a struggle to get out of bed in the morning because my mind is ready to go, but my body is not, and my eyes, I just can't keep them open for a while. It's awful. So starting the day is difficult, and then there are quite a few days where I will just become a zombie. By 1 o'clock, I'm just sort of there, and I'm either completely zoned out and just out of it and wiped and not functioning properly, or I actually have to go to sleep and take a nap. That's not most days, but it happens more often than I would like, for sure. So just functioning as a normal human being can be difficult. So that's definitely part of it. Again, I think for me, a huge part of it was just the content itself. Like, I had been struggling for months and months thinking about what I wanted to do with my channel and where I wanted to go. And I think I know what that looks like. But every time I went to step into it and to actually implement it, I just felt overwhelmed, and it didn't feel good. It felt bad. It's not right. It's not the right time. So I just decided it would be best for me just to go away and collect myself. I will say, this channel is what it is, and it deals with my personal, spiritual, and magical practice, and all the things that touch that, which is almost everything, but not quite everything. I don't really get overly political. I haven't really, I had what I had to say about the Black Lives Matter movement in one video, but you wouldn't know that I even made that statement if you didn't watch the video, because I didn't draw attention to it, because that's not what this channel is to me. It's not I'm not interested in getting up here and getting political. But I say this because basically the straw that broke the camel's back for me was the political climate of the country I live in at this time. And it broke me hard. I had feelings, and I ended up going to a very dark place. And a dystopian sort of very angry, hostile, dark place that exists in me. It's there. I don't like to feed it though. And I can't go into that darkness because that messes with my mental health. I've had a couple episodes in my life where, you know, things, it was more pointed inward, and had to do with trauma. But this time, I mean, obviously it's still inward reflected outward, right? It's still connected. And that's not to say that I shouldn't look at it and do shadow work or something, but that's not what I can't touch it when it's that raw, because I'll just get sucked in. I mean, I was in a very dark space. I'm the kind of person who's always been super fascinated by psychopathy and very into like true crime, and like I just find it all very interesting because I can't really understand it. Like logically I can kind of get it, but like I just genuinely don't understand that kind of thing. And I think I just always, it's just fascinating. I want to understand it. I want to understand how that works and why that's a thing. I don't consume that content right now. I don't consume anything, even remotely dark in nature, because I can't. I'm not in the appropriate space to do so. Everything that has gone on in the political sphere of my country sent me into a cocoon. And like, I mean, at first it sent me into a very dark place, and then I retreated, and I've retreated from everything. You know, I watch content about tiny homes because I love that. I watched it's a Netflix series, I think, The Hidden Lives of Pets. I watched that. Like, I'm watching very lighthearted content that doesn't bring about many feels. And if there are feels, they're good, happy feels, because that's what I need right now. And honestly, I've seen, like, I'm fine. I'm fine now. I was not fine for a little while, but I immediately recognized I wasn't fine, and I took the steps I needed to. And another aspect of this is my wellness journey I've been on, physically speaking. You know, I had lost 30 pounds, but I had another at least 20 pounds I want to shift. 30 pounds from where I'm at right now, 25 pounds. And that had kind of stalled, and I was kind of having trouble with that. But as soon as I, you know, pulled back from the outside world, essentially, as much as I can, and just focused on myself and my path and my practice, and my, you know, my health and my home, and made the decisions about my content, and what I wanted to do moving forward with that, what I'm creating and putting out into the world, everything just kind of fell into place, and I'm in a really good place right now. But I think to continue that, I need to continue to do what I'm doing, which is to just be in my own little shell and doing what I need to do, and not really worrying about engaging with the outside world at all if I don't have to. So that's like a huge catalyst. I feel like it'll be like, it feels like sanctuary. It feels like going into a space and relaxing and rejuvenating, self-care, self-love, all that good stuff. And it feels good, and it feels important. As I said, I do have plans for my channel and my content moving forward. I have pretty specific plans of what I want to do, and they feel like I genuinely want to do them. But as I said, when I thought about actually taking the steps to implement them, it's not the right time. So again, I'm going to take a break and retreat into myself. And when I come back, I will at least definitely be doing a new channel description and a new channel trailer, because my content has changed quite a bit, and just kind of tell people what you can find from the past and what you can expect to see in the future. And I have an idea for a series or two, and I've got some stuff boiling in there. We'll see if it actually comes to fruition, because who knows, in the time that lapses, maybe I will change my mind and come up with something better, or who knows? So we'll see what happens. But I know that I don't need to come up here and make an announcement that I'm leaving YouTube. It's not like a huge deal. I know the vast majority of my subscribers are not gonna even probably notice, but because I do know that there are some of you who would genuinely be upset, who would wonder if I was okay and what had happened to me. I wanted to come up here and let you know that I'm fine, but that I feel like this is what I need to do for myself right now. But I do intend to come back, and I hope that in the meantime, all of you are well. And I didn't mention it prior, but obviously this means I won't be doing H&H with Erica in the meantime either. But her and I are leaving that open. We look forward to exploring it more in the future. Let's just put it that way. We'll see what happens. But in the meantime, we both actually we took on more than we could chew, both of us, in a lot of ways. And we both need some time. So I'm going to take a breather and take care of myself. And I hope that all of you do the same while I'm away. And until we meet again, much love and gratitude.